All new users should briefly practice riding a golf board prior to heading out to the course. This new user practice session must be conducted in an open, flat, grassy area with no obstacles or pedestrian traffic. The first step is to learn how to properly use the stability bar thumb throttle. You need to familiarize yourself with the on-off, forward, reverse, and high-low switches. The high-low switch allows you to set the maximum speed to either 6 or 12 miles per hour. All new users should practice operating their golf board in low until they feel highly confident in their golf boarding ability. Before turning on the golf board, make sure no one is depressing the stability bar thumb throttle, then proceed to turn the power switch on the board to the on position, as well as move the on-off switch on the stability bar to the on position. Prior to getting on the board, practice gradually moving the board forward. Stand to the side of the board, making sure your feet and shins are safely away from the wheels. You can walk slowly alongside, perfecting your skill of controlling the board's speed. Always gradually depress the thumb throttle and accelerate the board slowly. Stepping on and off the golf board should be done slowly and carefully, just in case you are on uneven terrain. Feet should be slightly staggered, with the toes of the front foot on one edge and the heel of the other foot on the opposite edge. This surfer stance, with a slight staggered foot position, provides the greatest amount of stability and leverage to steer the board. Like a snowboarder or surfer, users simply shift their body weight from one side of the board to the other in order to turn. All golf boards are equipped with a stability bar. The stability bar can also be pushed or pulled right or left to enhance turning ability. The stability bar moves with the board and provides an added point of control. To ensure maximum stability, all users should firmly hold the stability bar at all times while the board is moving. The stability bar can also be used to secure a golf bag. It is important to make sure that tie-down straps are securely in place prior to operating the golf board in order to avoid the bag and clubs falling in front of the board. The golf board does not have a separate braking mechanism. When the thumb throttle is released, the wheels will lock in order to keep the board from rolling away and allow you to have a secure structure to dismount. Depending on your speed, the board generally takes approximately 1 second or slightly less than 30 feet to come to a complete stop. It is important for all users to always look ahead and operate the board a safe distance from all obstructions, people, golf carts, and other golf boarders. When operating the board near other people or fixed objects, it is important to proceed slowly so you do not run into a friend or other objects. You must obey all the same rules as a golf cart. Remember to stay off the fringe and greens, stay off the tee boxes, and do not drive your golf board through water. Do not drive your board out of bounds or into restricted areas. The golf board is specifically designed with a very low center of gravity to enhance ease of use, stability, and safety. The golf board must not be driven over or off curbs. Driving over or off curbs can result in personal injury to you or others, as well as damage to the golf board. Damage caused to the board by improper ascending and descending of curbs or jumping of the golf board over any obstacles or drop-offs may be the financial responsibility of the user. It is best to avoid all curbs and abrupt changes in terrain by proceeding to go around such obstacles. When absolutely unavoidable, users should approach the curb at a 90-degree angle and carefully get off the board prior to ascending or descending the curb. Users should walk alongside the board while slowly depressing the throttle and allowing the front wheels to ascend or descend the curb. Continue with extreme caution until the rear wheels do the same. It is important that users ensure that the underside of the golf board and any components except for the tires do not come in contact with the curb. As a general rule, it is best to stop the board on a flat, open area. If on steep terrain, the board should always be parked sideways to the fall line in order to ensure the board does not move. The golf board has sufficient power to climb even the steepest hills. Simply maintain smooth throttle control and the board will climb reliably up most any hill. When traveling downhill, you will need to continue to provide slight, continuous pressure to the thumb throttle to keep the board moving. Even on a steep hill, if you fully let off the thumb throttle, you will come to a complete stop. If you find yourself blocked by an obstacle that prevents you from going forward, just switch your board to reverse and slowly back away until you have enough room to go around the obstruction. The GolfBoard typically has a range of 10 to 11 miles at full speed, more than double the distance of most golf courses. When the battery is depleted to just 25% charge remaining, the speed will automatically reduce by 50%. At this time, only the red LED light will be illuminated on the stability bar and remote LED meters, and the board will have 1 to 2 miles of remaining capacity, which is sufficient to complete several more holes. Golfboarding can be the most exciting way to enjoy golf on any course. However, it is important to always make safety the top priority. The GolfBoard is a motorized vehicle, and the user needs to operate it with the same attention to safety as a golf cart or any motorized vehicle. You must not be under the influence of alcohol or drugs when golfboarding. If you feel you have not sufficiently mastered the basic skills necessary for safe and proper golfboard operation during your new user practice session, you should not go out onto the course. Safe use is your responsibility while the golfboard is in your possession. Never let anyone try your golfboard without a proper new user orientation. While the golfboard is in your possession, you assume all responsibility and liability. We hope you enjoy surfing the earth as much as we do, and that you become a golfboard fan for many years to come. For more information on golfboarding, go to golfboard.com.